I want to thank Ranking Member Smith for yielding, and also wish to thank Chairman McKeon, both of them for their hard work on this bill and working so collaboratively on behalf of the men and women in uniform and for our national security. I also want to thank the committee staff and all of my colleagues on the committee for their work in this year's legislation. I'd especially like to give a special thanks to Chairman Thornberry, who's been a superb partner on the Emerging Threats and Capabilities Subcommittee, and I particularly want to thank him for his hard work in our collaborative work together on cybersecurity, which I care passionately about. While this legislation is not perfect in my eyes, it represents a compromise and common purpose that voters expect of us, as well as our continued commitment to one of our fundamental purposes as members of Congress, as providing for the common defense. Now, this bill makes important investments in both the people and the programs that make defense work, and it ensures that we have a robust national security. I'm particularly proud to note that it includes key provisions I advocated for, directing the procurement of an additional Virginia-class submarine in FY14. These boats are critical to our national security, and the hard-working men and women at Electric Boat in my district are building them ahead of schedule and under budget. This bill preserves the two-boat-per-year model that has made such efficiencies possible. I'd also like to highlight the important cybersecurity provisions that enhance the oversight of Defense Department cyber operations, establish criteria for DoD contractors to rapidly report cyber attacks and, most importantly, cyber penetrations, and especially when they've been successful, and obviously the work doing here to grow our cyber workforce. The highly skilled men and women who defend the United States' interests in cyberspace, in my opinion, are too few in number, and we have to reverse this trend, and we must attract, train, and retain the very best. Likewise, I'm pleased that this legislation includes provisions I authored that ask the DoD to assess the state of next-generation directed energy technologies. DE technologies hold great promise. In the short and medium term, they will not be replacement for kinetic defenses, but they can be an added benefit in whether it's on missile defense or fleet defense. So I look forward to ensuring that we fully realize.
The gentleman's recognized for an additional minute.
I thank the gentleman. These technologies will not be again a replacement for kinetic defenses, but given the threats that we face in terms of raid sizes from adversaries on both short, medium, and long-range missiles, directed energy technologies do add an added dimension of defense that can supplement kinetic defenses. With that, I want to thank all of my colleagues and their hard work on this bill, and I want to thank Chairman McKeon and Ranking Member Smith for working so well together, their hard work, and I urge all of my colleagues to support this important legislation. I yield back.
Washington reserves. Gentleman from Massachusetts.